Good day everybody, welcome to this lesson of Flash. Today we want to learn step by step how to create this Cliparts exercise from scratch, which you have seen already in the class. So I'll just play it and export it for a minute just to refresh what we want to create. So there's a couple of things in this animation which we notice. When the day starts, then there's a gap, and then the sun comes up, then it changes its face with sunglasses, and then it alphas mean fades away. A new background comes in, a car comes in, and the car moves forward with the tires rotating. So what does it involve? Let's start creating this with the Cliparts which we already have. So I'm gonna start up with a fresh ActionScript 3.0 file. Make sure it's ActionScript 3.0, and you can leave these defaults. Make sure the frame rate is 24 frames per second. Okay, so first of all, I'll distribute my layers. I need two layers here, one to show the background, and then another layer to show the motion in sun and car basically. So I'll just name them appropriately, and also I'll import the cliparts that I have to my library. Just select all of these and I'll have them in my library to be used. So if I look my library, I have this day clipart which I want to use in my background layer. So I'll not just drag and drop this over here, because this is, if I drag and drop it will come on the sun and car layer like this. This is not what I want, so I press delete to remove it, and I come on the background layer, specifically click on this background layer and then drag and drop this background on that layer's first frame. Now please notice, when you drag and drop something on the stage, it comes in its original size, and obviously I want to make it smaller. So you need to right click on free transform, or you click on this tool and it will allow you to free transform, and you can resize it to a smaller image and place it accordingly. Okay, so I'll just place it over here so that it covers the stage, my main stage. Okay, and then I want to show this for a while. Okay, right now my movie clip has my stage has only one keyframe, meaning there's not much time I've given on the stage for my animation. So I'll choose up till, like, for example, 90, and I'll insert frame over here. Insert frame means you want to keep this going on the animation for 90 frames. Okay, and in 1 second, how many frames does it play? The current speed is 24 frames per second. If you slow it down, you can make it, like, for example, 12, and if you test it now, you'll notice it becomes a little more slower. Okay, and by the end of it, when the time slider reaches in the end, it will show you over here that it is animation is total 7.4 seconds. How about if I speed it up? So from 24 originally, I make it 48. So it will now go much faster than 24 frames per second, and instead of 7 originally, it would be somewhere around 1.9 seconds. Let's play this. Okay, so that's what this does at 48 frames per second. So let's now start creating our sun, because in the beginning, let me just change back to original 24 frames per second. Now when the animation starts, I need a gap. I don't want to bring the sun immediately, so I'll in the beginning I will not place sun, so I'll insert a keyframe at around 20. So there is nothing from 1 till 20, and at 20 I want my sun to come in. So I go to the library, I need this sun2.png to come on the stage. Obviously it's very big and I'm gonna resize it. So let's mark its starting position somewhere here. Okay, it should start from here at 20, and I want it to be used in a tween. So for a straight line, very simple animation, you can use classic tween and also motion tween, but if it's a complex movement, you use motion tween. So since this is very straight line, I'll right click and say I'll create a new keyframe, because this is the first position in the down, and this will be the last position. It'll come up somewhere here. In between I'll create classic tween. So between these two keyframes I'll create classic tween. So this sun comes up. Any tween should be on a separate layer. So the sun comes up, and after some time I want to change it to another sun's shape. So I'll create a keyframe here, and I don't need this sun anymore because I'll change it to another sun. So I have two options: I insert a new keyframe and delete it, or I insert a blank keyframe and then I drag and drop the other sun, which is both is the same thing basically. So I'll just resize this again because this is too big. Okay, just resize this quickly and place it somewhere approximately where the previous sun was. Okay, so you may want to turn on the onion skin to show the previous frames shade. It will just show it like a shadow. So if I turn this on, it will show me where the previous sun was approximately. It was here, so approximately the same place I will put my new sun, and I'll turn off the onion skin now. Okay, the onion skin just shows what was in my last keyframe. Okay, so from here the sun becomes different, and I'll leave it on the animation for a certain while. And if I don't insert new frames, I want to show you what happens. You see now, sun comes up and then immediately it changes and goes away. It's very hard for me to notice what happens, so I need to give it some more time over here. So from 50, let's say I'll give it 65. I'll insert frame now so that it comes up for a little more while before it starts to disappear. Okay, so I notice it now, and then now I'll insert a new keyframe here and also a keyframe here, because I then want to have both of these background and the sun disappear slowly. Insert a new keyframe which will copy the previous keyframe here. The previous keyframe was this sun with the sunglasses. Insert a keyframe here also because I want to change something here now, which is I want to change the background, but I want to show it disappear slowly. So I'll insert keyframe here and insert keyframe here, and then also insert keyframe here and insert keyframe here, because between these two keyframes I want the sun to disappear. I don't want to move it, I don't want to change any other picture against it, but I want the same picture, same place, but I want its color effect to go alpha 0. So from here till here both the background and the sun will go alpha 0. So right click, create classic tween, and in the end click on the frame and then click on the picture, come to properties, you will see the color effect. If you don't click on the picture, you won't see the color effect. Alpha, make it 0. Do the same on the other layer, create classic tween between these two keyframes, come in the end and then come in the picture, and then come on the properties, make alpha 0, and now you will notice it's actually coming, it's actually disappearing. So the sun comes up, it changes its face and it starts fading away. The next step we want to do is we want to bring in the new night picture basically. So let's give some more time for this white image so we can see it or notice it. So it comes up and then you can notice the white image, and then here we want to bring in the other background, and here we want to bring in, notice the sun is still there but it's alpha 0, so you need to delete it. Here we need to bring in the other background, which is night or rainy night. Rainy night, we drag and drop this over here. Let's resize. And we have another background now. Okay, you can also move it to the keyboard if you like. So how long does it appear? Only one keyframe, which is very less and actually the end of the animation. So I need to give it some more frames so the animation continues for a little more while. So let's say I come to from 105 till 170 or 175, right click and I insert frame, so it stays there for a little more while. Let's continue, and that's our new background. Here we want the car to come up and then move forward. So let's say, where's my car? This is my car. I bring it here. Okay, make it a little smaller. Okay, let's make it a little smaller, and it should move from left to right. Let's give it some time. Insert keyframe, and in the end press shift so that it goes in the straight line. I want it to go like this. Okay, and in between right click, create classic tween. Okay, so this is what happens. Let's run this now, and hopefully this is now complete. Sun comes up, changes its face, fades away, new scene comes up, the car moves on. Okay, so that's our complete animation. What's not done here is the tires moving part. This tires moving part I've shown to you in another lesson. You may very well go ahead and watch that and just place the same symbol over here, and you will notice that this is going away. Thank you very much for watching.